Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Cleveland Browns. A pair of 3-0 teams set to lock horns for the right to remain unbeaten. And we're off in week 4. Fielded about a yard deep. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Set, ready. Took the elbow. Let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS, SOS, SOS.
Slam, slam. Check 24, check 24. Check 52.
They go to the former Saint, Mark Ingram. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Baltimore was the most run-heavy team in the league last year after Lamar Jackson took over as a starter. And you think about Mark Ingram, he goes from a situation where he was sharing time with Kamara in New Orleans. Now he figures to be the top guy in the Baltimore backfield, although I guess you could say he's kind of splitting time with his quarterback, Lamar Jackson. But a great veteran presence Mark Ingram is behind Jackson. Ingram now in his 9th NFL season.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl. Alert flare, flare, flare.
Watch it.
Now the Auburn product, Corey Graham. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a third down. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 32-yard line. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 32-yard line.
Check the backer, check the backer.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. And an alley to run. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
The point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Watch out, watch out, watch out. Go, go. Bang, 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 bang.
Now a give, right side. Grant. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. He lost 6 there.
Ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
5 down, stand up in. 50. All day, baby, all day. Shift. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Seth Roberts, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And with the rules as touchy as they can be, it's so hard to complete a diving catch in the end zone, but he just did it pretty well.
How about him getting his body, his hands, everything underneath and around the football without it hitting the ground and causing some doubt in the minds of the people who have to look at this and possibly review it. What a tremendous effort and a great catch.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 21. Now the 3rd leading rusher among rookies last year, it's Nick Chubb. 2 yards on the carry there, it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A big play that time for Cleveland. And even 60 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Matt Judon there to bring him down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Two runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 3rd down, Mayfield. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick on Rossor. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Darius Taylor there in to make the tackle. On 2nd down, Ingram. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Being chased out left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Browns' drive about to get started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Mayfield now from the 50. That one is caught by Hunt. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Watch that in. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Even.
Point it right.
Get him.
Hey, 133. Pilot, 64. Weak. Buzz. Run. Watch out.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And an alley to run. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
The Browns opted not to pick a running back with their first 2 selections at number 1 and 4 in the first round. But they circled back in the second round and got a really good one to Nick Chubb out of Georgia. Broke off a nice run there, and that's where he's good. Good vision, able to see where the hole is, and make nice gains each time he touches the ball.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
They don't want it. Keep playing.
At the 28-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Hurry.
Mayfield looks to throw. And he's got the hook up to Landry. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
That's it. Big hit.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Under 10. Slant 6-6. Pull it high.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And some room to maneuver. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. They come out here in the eye. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Mayfield to throw it. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Demetrius Harris, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point good by Catanzaro, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1-minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock. Give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Let's go one more. Slam, slam, slam. Shift. Watch the shift. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up.
Now it's Jackson. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Jackson and the offense come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
Check three, check three, check three. Check, check.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Marquise Brown, the rookie, his intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
You go take. You got take. You got tight right there.
To throw again. Jackson. Buying time to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
Brings up 3rd down and 12.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And the pressure gets to him again.
They can't stop us. They cannot hold us.
So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
First down, Cleveland.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Kill, kill, kill.
Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. It's caught. Beckham. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. Lucky. Run. Hey, alert, 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 alert.
Throwing, Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A well-executed safety blitz by Tony Jefferson leads to the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Good. 180. Check 48. Come on. Oh, here we go. Oh.
3rd and long for Mayfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Onwuasor. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
after the interception. Here's Jackson. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Nick Boyle that time. And that'll bring up second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Hey. 4 down.
Undercrush.
Check it.
Now Jackson throwing again. That's complete to his running back, Grant. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Sponge. No.
They'll run on first down. It's Grant. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Watch the curl. Shoot. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
They go back to Grant. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Mike's 50.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson looks to throw, fires right side, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
You better be afraid of me. Check out. 22, check, cover. 22, check, cover.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns drive about to get started. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back. Alert! Hey, box truck. 48. Hey, we don't like the 48 right now. Let's go.
6 man.
Check. Regular. 48. King.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll let it go deep for... This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And that makes the score 14-7.
14. Ravens 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Jackson now. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football, because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Check. Crunch. Crunch.
This is Grant. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing, because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down.
Here we go. Here we go. Check 50. Check 50. 49. Check 49. Check 26. Check 26. Switch.
They'll keep it on the ground. Grant. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 3 yards there. Good enough to keep the drive moving. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Forced out to his left. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Switch. 66. Pull it. Half. Check 31. Check 31. 36.
Jackson from the shotgun. Eluding the pressure right. And this will be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds, because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Alert 3.
Check 99. Check 99.
To throw is Jackson. Going to throw again. Dancing to his left. And he's going to keep it here. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
50, Mike's 50.
Rabbit, rabbit. Rabbit, rabbit.
Deuce, 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 deuce. Check three, check three, check three.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. It's complete to Graham. 20. 33 yards that time.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
He's coming. Double up, double up.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. He'll run it. The nice footwork gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 9-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 60 yards. 50, Mike, 50. 60 yards. Watch, watch. We cut. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Twist, watch, twist, watch, twist.
On 2nd down now, it's Grant. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
3rd and 2.
This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game.
Big Dan, come on, come. He's crashing.
They'll keep it on the ground. Grant, he didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
Check, check. Fresno, Fresno, Fresno.
Check safety, check safety.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Watch the pass, watch the pass. Here we go.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Corey Grant, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 26-yard line.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie.
King! We don't like the 48 right now. Let's go.
Let's go, defense.
Hey, orbit.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Mayfield. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Got to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Bravo. Cut. 48 to Mike. Go. Real. Mike 48.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys.
Mayfield.
Let's get off the field.
He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. Elsewhere, they're into the 4th at Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. The Raiders have moved back in front in that game. That has been back and forth all afternoon. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Mayfield to throw. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down, an 11-yard pickup.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Hey, alert 33. Hey, Delta.
They run again on 1st down, Chubb. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Jackson to throw. They're going to set up the screen here. This is Grant. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Jackson now, 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. It's caught by Roberts. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Cleveland, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within. I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a pop.